a demo of Retrospect Backup for Windows, a demo of Retrospect Backup for Mac, and finally, a technical deep dive into Retrospect's immutable retention policy and the differences between cloud storage providers' object lock implementations. Ransomware is a huge global threat to businesses around the world. You've heard about the high-profile attacks, Colonial Pipeline, JBS, Garmin, and Acer, but many people now know a colleague whose business has been attacked. It's more prevalent than you might think. That's because the majority of corporate targets are small and medium businesses. 72% of targeted businesses have fewer than 1,000 employees, and 37% have fewer than 100. These aren't large corporations with the resources to plan for this vector of attack. These are small businesses that have 1 or 2 IT administrators on staff, or even no in-house IT. Businesses are projected to pay out $20 billion in 2021. A 100% year-over-year increase for the last 4 years, and it's only going to get worse with new business models like RAAS, Ransomware as a Service. The problem for companies is that their storage is always connected with full access for administrators. When ransomware gets the administrative credentials, it has full access too. The storage doesn't have a policy to say no one, not even the administrator, can change this file for a set amount of time. Cloud Object Lock does just that. Because cloud storage providers like Amazon S3 control the API, they can add features like Object Lock. This lock is a retention policy for a specific version of a file that is locked from changes from every user, including the administrator. You can think of it as a virtual air gap in the cloud, because there is no way, barring to close the account, to delete that version of the file before the retention date is passed. Let's look at Amazon S3 as an example. This is the Object Lock Retention UI with compliance mode set. That is the mode that Retrospect uses. You can see the retain until date and the specified version of the object. Now, once we click Save, you cannot change this version of this object unless you close the account. You should protect your root account on Amazon S3 or any other cloud storage provider using multi-factor authentication, or MFA. Setting up an immutable backup set is as simple as ticking a single checkbox and setting the retention policy. Keep in mind that you need to first create a bucket or a container that supports versioning and object lock. You can only set up object lock when you create a bucket. Some services will let you enable object lock after creation through their support team. This is specific to each backup set, so you can have multiple immutable backup sets that have different immutable retention policies. Retrospect Backup ransomware protection is certified with Amazon S3, Microsoft Azure Blob Storage, Google Cloud Storage, Wasabi, Backblaze B2, and MinIO.